Hello and welcome back to another video here in the Lego room. I hope you are well. Today is probably going to be a quick video, but it's a video that I have been thinking about since I released the Future of Lego Harry Potter video about a week or so ago, probably once this video does go live. And I spoke about the future of Lego Harry Potter and the license theme being up at the end of 2026. And I, for one, actually think that it'll probably continue. The new HBO show, I imagine, will give them another 10 years of IP with Lego to create Lego Harry Potter sets. But it was something that I started to contemplate whether or not it would indeed be extended. And the main thing that I'm sort of thinking about, having gone back and looked at those videos and looked back at a couple of the theory videos that I did as well, including sort of what I'd like to see in terms of a modular building for Lego Harry Potter, particularly with that DTOC Back to Hogwarts September 1st slot that we get every single year. We of course know it's going to be a Hogsmeade this year, and I'll probably be comparing it to the one that I mocked up last year as well. I think you can go and check out that video still on the channel. But the one thing that I realised is there is only possibly one slot left, and there's probably two DTOC sets that you could potentially see in that slot for September 2026. The first of which would be an expanded version of the Ministry of Magic, and at first I was unsure whether or not they would indeed expand a set that they've already created in the Ministry of Magic. But as we've already seen this year in 2025, we're getting a Hogsmeade, and of course we've already seen a couple of the sort of shops that we'll see in Hogsmeade this year. All that to say, of course, that it is very much possible, and I do think that there are a few bits and pieces that are missing from that original Ministry of Magic set from a couple of years ago. I'm thinking especially of the sort of statue and water feature fountain as well, and potentially a sort of interrogation area downstairs, or a judgment room. I forget what the sort of name of it would be, but basically where you see twice on two separate occasions with Harry being interrogated by Fudge. And then, of course, again in the seventh film as well. So I think there's definitely scope to expand that and create that as a DTOC set as well. It would probably fit the bill. There's tons of different minifigures you could use for that as well, including the sort of Polyjuice switch with the three other characters. There's of course a ton of characters as well that you could interject into that set as well, and these DTOC Harry Potter sets tend to have quite a lot of characters in them, and you could of course get a ton of minifigures, some of which we haven't seen before, and some will probably be repeats as well. But I do think there's a real scope to create this as a bigger, fleshed out DTOC, almost like a Master Builder series set in the Star Wars world, but you could certainly flesh this set out, that is for sure. The next one is one that I have spoke about before, and I really can't see how they don't end up doing this at some point. I've been waiting for it for years, and hopefully we will eventually see it, hopefully in 2026. I'm of course talking about a Leaky Cauldron. I spoke about this earlier in the year off the back of that Malfoy Manor success, and what I'd like to see for modular buildings for Lego Harry Potter moving forward. And I think the Leaky Cauldron is just the most obvious thing that we are missing. It would sort of pair itself in fairly nicely with Diagon Alley and with, of course, some of the other sets that we've already seen. I just think this is a no-brainer. You could do tons of different rooms, the bar area, the little corridor. You've got the room with which Harry stays in as well. I just think there's tons of ways of doing it. You could get Crookshanks in the corridor with Scabbers. I just think there are so many different little things that you could put inside this set. And as a D2C set, it doesn't need to be crazy big. It could be slightly bigger than the Burrow in terms of piece count, and of course that would mean that it would clock in under hopefully the £300 mark, which is usually quite a nice place to be as a D2C set. I think this would be a really nice set idea. I can't be alone in this. I know I've seen people online that really want to see a Leaky Cauldron. It seems to be the one thing that we are missing for Lego Harry Potter, and in an IP franchise where we get so many different repeats, be it a Hogwarts system, a Hagrid's Hut, a Hogwarts Express, no matter what it is, we tend to get repeats of set, and we still haven't seen a Leaky Cauldron yet. So that is my plea to the Lego group, to see a Leaky Cauldron at some point, and hopefully in 2026. That's it for today's video. It was just a thought that I had off the back of that previous Future of Harry Potter video and that HBO sort of period of time we're going to move into over the next 10 years. If you haven't seen that video, go and check it out. I should drop the thumbnail on screen for you now. And if you're a Lego Harry Potter fan as well, please do consider subscribing. We've always got Lego Harry Potter stuff going on the channel on a weekly basis here in the Lego room. So thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the very next video. Bye.